But I won't make me feel like that, not too old. What's in there? Good evening all. In addition to that introduction, let me just add a few to it to bring it to current reality. My name is Okey Bakasi. I'm also Okey Bakasi on IG, by the way, on Instagram. So if you're not following, maybe it's time to follow. I'm also male. I identify as man. In this environment, everything is not what it looks like. I identify as male. Yes. I don't know, in future I may identify as white. But now I'm still black. I'm just saying we're waiting to get there. You know, the identity crisis has not gotten to that of race yet. We are still on gender. When we go into race, then we'll do something about it. I'm also an vegetarian. I know you've not heard that one before. You know Nami Adam. Yeah. So what it simply means is that I'm a vegetarian but different. So I only eat things that eat vegetable. Like goat and lamb. I don't know if you're following me. All of us go crazy together. Since the world wants to be mad, we'll all be mad. That's what we're doing. You think that if the dysfunction is happening only in this part of the world, it's also happening at home, it's happening everywhere at the same time. This identity crisis, this madness is around the whole world at the same time, but different parts of the world are dealing with different issues. You know, in this part of the world, you guys have solved the basic problems of life. Electricity, constant electricity is here. Water, you turn your tap on, there's water flowing. You have even solved food problem. You know, in this part of the world, if you fall under that poverty threshold, there's a welfare package to rescue you. So you can go on welfare. They provide community housing and all that. So you guys in this part of the world, in North America, parts of Europe, you guys have solved that problem. But in Africa, we are still dealing with food, which is about survival. That is why the whole gender madness is not our problem in Africa. We don't want to identify as anybody. Because currently we identify as hungry. Our problem is not who or what to sleep with. We can't sleep with things on empty stomach. So don't stress us. Talk to your next door neighbors, America, to stop sending people to Africa to tell us about gender equality and all this sensibility and LGBTQ and all the alphabet. It's not our problem. Our problem is food. Food no day. You don't preach sex to people who are hungry. When we chop, then we begin to look for where we go plug our charger. People will just leave us alone for now. Let us focus. Anyway, for those of you who are not Nigerians, I'm African. I need not remind us because I know that the internet has made it possible for everybody who seeks knowledge to get knowledge. So I'm African. And we all know that Africa is the cradle of civilization. When the world was in darkness, when the source of power, development was raw human strength, Africa built an amazing civilization. They say it started in Egypt. Till date, Egypt is located in Africa. No matter how they want to twist it, it cannot leave that location. Yes. So Egypt is still in Africa. That is where it started. And Nigeria particularly, before the coming of the white people under the pretense of religion, we were also a civilized society. with our own way of worship, medicine, law. Everything was happening in traditional Africa. Then the early missionaries came through the Niger Delta area by water. They brought us religion. We didn't know that it was a move towards colonization. So those early missionaries, some of them Irish priests, will move into the villages and spread the religion. They brought Christianity. They destroyed our idols. They gave us Bibles. We embraced the religion. So once in a while, the priest will go around the community to check the early converts, how they were doing in their newfound faith. On that particular day, a Friday, a Good Friday. For those of you who are Orthodox, you know Good Friday, you abstain from meat products. So on Good Friday, Father Philip, an Irish priest, was going through our community then, not now. When he got to the house of a new convert, Brother Paul. It was afternoon, Brother Paul and his family were having lunch. Bushmeat, fufu, with vegetable soup on Good Friday. Father Philip looked into their soup pot, saw the leg of the antelope, and he shouted, "Brother Paul, are you eating meat on Good Friday?" Brother Paul said, "No, Father, it's not meat, it's fish." We go shock. No, I mean, imagine you're Father Philip. You dey see leg of antelope inside soup pot. Somebody is saying it's fish. Brother Paul said, Father Philip said, "Brother Paul, are you going to lie on Good Friday?" He said, "Father, I'm not lying. It's not meat, it's fish." The insistence now, everybody confused. You know, in law, that's what is called reasonable doubt. Once matter enter reasonable doubt, no headway. So reasonable doubt don't enter. The man now, this thing that they see is my eye deceiving me. But Brother Paul, I can see the leg of whatever animal you have. He said, "Okay, Father, let me explain. You remember when you first came to my village? My name was Amadio. But one day in church, you pulled me out of the congregation. You sprinkled water on me. You say, Amadio, from today you are Paul. And since then, my name became Paul. So I went into the forest. I got this bushmeat. I told my wife to make soup. But I remembered it was Good Friday. And we are not supposed to eat meat. So I took this meat outside. I sprinkled water on it. I say, "Antelope, from now you are fish." So Father, it's no longer meat, it's fish. Yeah, just to give you a little satire how you go take corners. But Father Philip said, no, Brother Paul, you have no such powers. You cannot turn meat to fish. Brother Paul said, you get problem. You cannot turn the whole Amadio to Paul. You know, anyway, so I'm African, I'm Nigerian, and of course I'm Igbo. My colleague did talk about Igbo people and how we are. It's not far from the truth. You know, the whole country say, Igbo people, we not to like money. We say yes. Who don't like money? Give us your own. The last time I checked, everybody still holding on to their own. That is to say, somehow all of us like this money. But see, the thing I can say for my Igbo brothers, yes, we like money. Which is why, you know, our people are predominantly traders, commerce. We go to school where we will not be deceived. And when you go to a typical Igbo man's shop to see how important money is to us, if he's close of business and he's doing the day checks and balances, counting his money, no matter what thing you talk, you cannot distract him. He can hold a full conversation counting that money. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. When you walk in, you say, "Good morning, my brother." I say, "36, my brother." He can continue the conversation like that with numbers. I'm not going to bore you with that. But you see, one strong thing about our people is that we don't participate in any venture that will not bring money. That is why we don't do suicide bombing. You cannot find us in that class. Any business that will not be alive to reap the process will There's no way. I don't know how they convince our Muslim brothers. I don't know how they do it. You tell a young man that, go blow yourself up, you go to heaven, they'll give you 10 virgins. Then somebody will go and die. And Igbo man will negotiate. You say, blow 10 virgins. You sure you cannot monetize the virgins? Say virgins 10. Okay. Can I have 5 virgins here? Deposit. And when I get to heaven, I can balance. I will have 5 virgins. That will be a typical woman negotiation. I get them off front, 5 virgins. Let me be using them here while I'm preparing. Then when I reach heaven, with the balance of 5. Because you can blow. Then when you reach heaven now, they give you the virgins. What do you want to take? Pump not remove. That's bad business. You're not stupid. No. So you can't find a money man in that kind of area of business. We'll not do it, we'll leave it for other people. Anyway, Nigeria is a tough country. I don't need to tell you guys. You guys already know. Yeah. For those of you who have successfully escaped the mayhem, and you're not here, congratulations. We're still there. I was in Canada a few months before the election because I left here. I went back to Nigeria around February. And people were saying, okay, stay now. Election don't they reach now. Where you they go? They are saying it's dangerous. People will die you. People are coming out. You are going back. I said, my brother, leave it though. Let's go there. Yes. People will be there and don't get 100 heads. We'll go there. So that election, people will know the outcome now. We have not the election. The Nigeria, they take 2 years. Look, sometimes when I watch TV and I see some programs and people around here complain about mental health, I think you guys don't know what mental health problems are. You guys are jokers around here. You're telling Nigerians about mental health. If you see mental health problem, you will not identify it. You people are mad. You think you know mental health? Look, I have seen your election. I was here the last time when you guys voted. My wife and kids went to vote here. I was home. My wife first came in from work, dropped her things, and said, I'm going to go vote. 1 minute, you don't come back. I said, that's all I did election. My daughter slowly now will vote it. Election. You people did not shut down. You people are walking and coming back on election day. Moving around. Driving around. No public holiday there. No mobile on the street. And we're doing election. Nigeria election, they did a war zone. I'm sure you saw on social media how they were bringing an armored vehicle. You think it was in Sudan or Ukraine? Just election. Then election day, you must have the courage to come outside to vote. For your very before, we tell like this, police carry ballot box. And you people are telling me about mental health. Security man carry ballot box. Never. Who is civilian they do that? Where are you going to have a ballot box? You are supposed to be protecting our ballot box. One man find courage, pursue police. Police blew up for her. Now eyewitness. Look at wood for her. And you're telling me about mental health. Look, the things that happen in Nigeria, if you survive, then you're worse than mad. I'm not just saying we need to for Nigeria, we're not mad. It's crazy. Nobody in the civilized world will utter the kind of gibberish coming out from from the mouth of a presidential candidate as he win the election. Half of the children are not waiting in the time. It's only in Nigeria. And you people are telling us about mental health. Nigeria will decide your destiny. You know, yeah, when I see some of you now, you know what you want to do. Once you come here and some of you say, I want to do nursing, you know, the program is so number of months or years, you finish it, you know. You can tell your career direction. Nigeria will lie. You plan to be a doctor. Nigeria will be watching you. You will go to school. You want to be a doctor. And you are not taking permission from Nigeria. Come on, be doctor. Let me see you. I read engineering. Look at me here now, talking nonsense. You think Nigeria is your mate? The best graduating student, lab science. That year, best graduating lab science, first class. Now you carry mass for kitchen. You think you can just aspire and you will not tell Nigeria. And Nigeria will be watching you. You want to prove you know book. Nigeria will change your destiny. Only you will be confused. Then you will be running up and down from church to church. Church to church. A friend of mine came from overseas to Nigeria. He never finished the church experience. He said, what's going on here? My friend took me to church. Suddenly in the middle of service, they said, carry your water on your head. People carry water for head. They are blessing water. They say, carry water. People cartons of water on their head. What's going on? They say, buy oil, buy candle, buy handkerchief, buy. Poor woman was traumatized in the Nigerian church. What are we doing here? Is this a church or a grocery shop? Many people buy candle, buy handkerchief, carry water on your head. Somebody even said to her, take some crates back home. She said, how am I going to go with cartons of water to immigration? Take it to the US. They said, take it. It's only water. When you go home, you use it and mix your drinking water. She said, use water to mix water. This even makes sense. And you people are telling me about mental health. And I'm mad. The country is not your mate. Anyway, it's still a great country. Lots of potential. Lots of opportunities. Look at us. The most educated immigrants in North America, Nigerians. The best people in sports, Nigerians. The country itself, second largest producer of oil in the world, is blessed. But every country has its own cost. And ours is leadership. Yes. Every part, even here, has a problem. North America has its own problem. Americans love guns. They are pro-life and pro-guns. Is that not madness? How can you be pro-life and pro-gun? You love life, you love your gun. They protect the life of your unborn. They are anti-abortion. But they love their guns. You can kill the people who are alive, but you see this one where they never born. Leave it alone. Does it even make sense? If the whole world is mad, I don't know what kind of highness we are all on. So you go back home talking about identity crisis. You think it's only here that people are doing all this gender thing. But our own is different. So you go to a party, and you know, as Niger can throw party. If you see our party, you don't know say we get problem. But I know they do party here now. See the whole of this place, I never see 21 years for table. Nigeria will go see 21 years. Any drink where any drink we mature, wave then call the price you run. Now you go see on top of people. You're going to see in a country where they struggle. So you go to the party, everybody dressed to kill. You know, did you watch the coronation of Prince Charles, the King Charles? You know, and they look there, many people wear black suit and all those things. Nigeria do that kind of coronation. You see fashion, you run. You don't say when they wear clothes. Some people they don't go let the priest see the man where they do the coronation.